All right, you guys, welcome back to everybody that's been with me for years, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Luke Pulaski. My channel is the Outdoor Conquest. Today is this January 5th. It's Sunday. Okay, Lions football Sunday. Lions versus the Vikings, biggest regular season game in history. Winter is here. Winter is set in, and as you could tell from the title, what we're doing today is we're going to be checking some local lakes around southeast Michigan for ice conditions. I'm staring at one right now, and I'm going to give you guys a look. It is completely covered in ice. One of my favorite lakes to actually ice fish, and we're going to bounce around. I'm going to spend about 30-40 bucks in fuel and check some ice conditions if lakes have ice. If they're opened up, I'm expecting some of them to still kind of be open. But I know if you guys are like me, we're chomping at the bit. We want to get out on the ice. I've been stuck not being able to do anything as far as fishing outdoors for the last month and a half or so. Sickness had me down for like 3 weeks. Just weather, everything, you know, I've had a lot going on. But I'm getting better. As you can tell, I still kind of sound maybe a little bit sick, but I'm feeling a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I got the spud bar. I'm going to go out and just pop around, check the ice conditions. If it's thick enough to auger, we're going to auger, and we're going to check the thickness of the ice, and then we'll just go from there, guys. So it's going to be kind of a nice drive this morning, a nice little Sunday morning drive. We may pop into the bait shop, see what them guys are up to. I know they're excited. I plan on getting out on Lake St. Clair maybe as early as tomorrow morning. I know the canals are froze up there. I would like to stay around here closer to home if I can. So that's what we're up against. It's bitter cold out, finally. So, you know, I'm excited about the ice fishing season. Ready to hit it head on. Glad I'm starting to feel better. So let's hop out and take a look at this lake. This lake is Crooked Lake. It's Independence Oaks County Park. Oakland County Park Lake. It's a smaller lake. I don't know the exact size, but I do know it's deep in the middle. And this is one of them lakes that usually freeze up early and stay froze late. So let's hop out and take a look and see what we're up against. Man, she's brutal out here, boys. Let's head out here and take a peek. Now you can see the lake's froze. All right, we definitely got ice coverage. I'm right here at the launch. Okay. So that's just one, I mean, that's one whack. That's one whack and we're through there. Yeah, this is gonna freeze up good, but I mean, that's not good. You don't, cracking ice is good, but not when it's, like that's just 3 or 4 whacks. And guys, I'm right here at the launch, which it's, you know, that's 2 foot of water, and we got just a small sheet. Now, that ice out there looks fresher. Come over here. Just because it's the launch. Maybe it's a little thicker over here. I don't know. So far, this is going to need a couple more days just to get on it, you know. And it looks like actually out there might be a little crack. Yeah, see? I mean, you could put a foot on there, but it's not even worth getting on. But I'm going to tell you, within a couple days, the wind's supposed to kind of settle. You can see there was a pocket of open water there. There was a pocket that's all refroze. But within a couple days, this is going to be ready to go. So even though this one is you know, it's one of my first lakes that freeze up. We're still going to keep checking the conditions of all the other ones, just so I have a better idea what I'm up against. So let's head further west, and I'll work my way around south, and then get up closer by Oxford, stuff like that, and check those lakes, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys, we are at lake number 2. I went and checked a private lake, a lake I have permission to get on and fish, and it was froze. I did see some open pockets out there. I didn't even get out and check with the spud, but right now we're sitting at the boat launch of Maceday Lake. Now Maceday Lake has some trout species guys go after. Lake trout, splake, I believe, is the other popular one guys go for here. I've never checked or fished Maceday outside of open water. Phenomenal smallmouth bass lake. I believe there's a good crappie population. There's largemouth bass, things like that. There is big pike in here as well, you guys that like to fish for pike. But it is one of them lakes that are super deep in the middle. It's over 100 feet deep in the middle. But it is froze. I see open water out there ways. It is froze right here by the launch, so I'm going to do a spud check. And if it's worthwhile, we'll check the thickness with the auger. But for now, we'll just hop out and check the ice with the spud. All right. Yeah. Windy again today, but out over there's open. Out in past the middle of the lake's open. Right here at the launch, looks like I'm not the only one that's been checking. Yeah, that's no good. No bueno. I mean, if I stand on it, I'll try. Yeah, see? I'm not trying to ruin it for anybody, but just standing on it, you go through. So, no bueno here, but it won't be long. It won't be long with these temps we have. If we have this wind die down a little bit, this is going to be fishable for you guys looking to get out on Maceday and get after them lake trout, pike, splake, those type of things. So let's get back on the road. This is Pontiac Lake. Now this is the public access down at the end of Tackles Drive. So far, just at first glance, this lake looks the most promising so far that I've seen. I'm going to hop out again with the spud, give it a couple whacks. If it's worthwhile, we'll go ahead and pop a hole with the auger just to check the thickness. Now I know, according to my buddy Darius, he says this is one of the lakes that has been froze and froze up first and kind of stayed froze up. As far as I can see, I don't see any open water. Even coming in off the Gales Road there, I didn't see any open water. Everything looked froze. So let's hop out with the spud, take a couple whacks, see what we're dealing with. And this may be one of the first opportunities to get on the ice if you guys are looking to get out sometime this week. But let's check it right now. All right. Hop out here and take a peek. Doesn't appear anybody's been checking it. It looks kind of sketch. Okay, 2 or 3 there. Gin clear water, man. Yeah, I mean that's, I mean this is the thickest ice I've found yet. Look at this. Look how clear that freaking ice is. Actually, the clearest ice. Woo! Yep. So I'm going to say it's not ready yet, but it ain't far. It definitely ain't far. All right, so I'll say this about Pontiac Lake. At the launch, it's the best conditions I've found yet. We've got a handful more to check yet, but Pontiac Lake is looking like it's going to be the most fishable ice in southeast Michigan from the lakes that I'm checking today so far. We got about another half dozen to go. So I'm gonna get back in the truck because it's bitter cold, man. All right, you guys, lake number 5. This is Cedar Island Lake. Deep lake right here by the launch. There is like a inlet right off here to the right, which is all open water. It is froze as far as I can see. It looks like maybe some open water. It's tough to tell. Yeah, there's a little bit of open water as I'm staring across over towards the far end of the lake, but it is froze up. I'm not even going to spud it, but we are going to hop out and just take a peek, see what we're up against here. But as you can see, it looks like I'm not the only one checking this lake. And I mean, that's what you're up against. So like I say, there wasn't even a point to spud it because she's paper thin here. Now again, it is relatively close to this open water over here. Come over here, somebody poked a hole there. So somebody's on the same page as me. putting in the work, putting in the time, man, trying to find some fishable ice. But Cedar Island is not anywhere near ready. This will probably be one of them towards the end of the week. And if you can look, let me see if I can zoom in. Out there, that's open water out there on the main lake. All open water out there. So again, guys, it's early, but Cedar Island is nowhere near ready, which again, Pontiac Lake, right across, you know, well, not right across, but not far from here, is probably going to be ready by midweek. So this, I would wait until the weekend or so. All right, you guys, we're at lake number 6 in Oakland County. It's still, we are at Long Lake. Now, as far as I can see, it's frozen. We're going to get out and give a couple whacks with the spud. Looks like it might be worthwhile. Not too far from our last lake, Cedar Island, but this is a lot shallower lake. It does have a couple deep pockets, but for the most part, it's a shallower lake. Great pike lake, panfish, that type of thing. But I want to talk just a minute or so about ice safety. Now, ice fishing safety, you know, getting yourself on and off the ice, you know, protecting yourself in your travels to and from your fishing spot. Now, number one, guys, there's no such thing as safe ice. You got to plan for the worst always, okay? So have your ice picks draped around your neck, ready to go in case, in the event that you were to fall through. Nobody wants to fall through. Nobody plans to fall through. But if you can plan to potentially be able to save yourself by getting out, number one, you're going to want the ice picks. Number two, these are the two things you have to have if you're out ice fishing, is a float suit. I've been wearing float suits for a couple years, never had to use it. I hope I never have to use it, but if it has to be used in the event I fall through, I'm going to stay above the ice. I'm going to stay afloat and then get my ass out from the water on the ice and hopefully back to the truck relatively quick to get out of the wet clothes and warm up. But man, it's dangerous. This stuff will kill you. There's no reason to risk it for the biscuit when it comes to ice fishing. If you can't wait the extra week to let it get thick, make sure you're taking your proper precautions to protect your ass out here, because I hate seeing it. It happens all the time. Every year people are falling through, people are dying, and it's not worth it. Wait the extra week, let the ice get thicker so it's a little safer. But again, there's no such thing as safe ice. Travel in the daylight. If you're using a machine to get across the ice, travel in the daylight unless you have an identified trail that you're traveling. But if you're walking, stuff like that, travel in the daylight, man. Get off the ice before dark. That way you know where you're going, where you're at. You can see any potential hazards that may have come about while you were on the ice and coming back in. There's a lot of things you can do, but just be smart about it. Use common sense. Go home to your families, okay? There's no fish worth your life and your family losing you because you wanted to go out ice fishing. So with that, let's get out and check Long Lake here and see what we're up against anyways. As you can see, she froze over. I'm right here at the launch, okay, the public launch. Okay, so a couple whacks and I'm through. Yep, 2. There's probably an inch of ice. This spud I use now, guys, this is a heavy duty spud. This is probably 25 pounds. So, you know, I don't have to hit the ice hard. I don't have to really put much effort into it. But as you can see, Long Lake is freezing up. And without having snow on the ice, guys, this is going to be really nice for building the ice, because let's just keep the snow away. Let's get our ice. And, you know, you want to bring snow later on, Mother Nature, feel free. But for now, let's just keep it as ice and let's build some good ice. On to the next one. Cass Lake. Now I'm at Dodge Forest State Park, back by Grundagut Bay, back in here, and the main lake is wide open, but back here it's ice. This always freezes first. The main lake it's a relatively big lake, right? So it's one of them deals where it's going to be a minute before it freezes up and you can get out there. But a lot of people fish the Grundagut Bay area, and it is froze over, so we'll hop out and take a look, see what we're looking at. Yeah, wind's picking up too. Ooh. Yeah, all I did was step on it. So there's, if you're looking for thickness, that's just slush ice, but we're getting closer. Definitely getting closer here. I don't think I can, yeah, I mean, there's no getting on it. But I tell you what, it won't be long, because it's relatively thick for, I mean, it's just soft white ice. I wonder what it's like over here. It's a little more clear here. Nope, nope. But it's making. It won't be long, and there's gonna be ice anglers all over this little bay here, but gonna need a few more days of this weather we're getting here, guys, but it won't be long. It will not be long. All right, so I've seen pretty much all I had to see towards the western and southern part of Oakland County. Now I'm gonna make my way up towards the north end. We're gonna go up towards Oxford, Lake Orion, up that way, and check out some lakes around there. I'm guessing, I'm gonna check a bigger lake, check a couple smaller lakes, but I'm guessing those should have a little more ice. Like they may be a day ahead of schedule, based off of what I'm seeing on the west and south area of Oakland County. I don't have any reason to go any further west. Don't have any reason to go any further south. So I'm getting a pretty good consensus as far as what we're working with and what we're going to be dealing with here towards the middle of the week and into the weekend. So let's carry on, get out of this area. Let's head up towards Oxford and see what's going on up there as far as ice conditions. All right, you guys, so we're at another lake. We are in Oxford, Michigan, okay? Quite a bit further north than where I was, down in the Waterford area, West Bloomfield area. I just went over a small little lake that I really like to fish, and as I drove past it, I seen some pressure cracks. So we're gonna go hop down here and check it out. If there's a lake that's gonna have ice early, it's gonna be this one. But we're gonna take a closer look anyways to see what we're up against. I've got like 3 more I'm gonna check up this way, and see if we can get ourselves some answers if further north is going to be the answer. I mean, obviously it's going to be, but whether or not we can get on it first thing tomorrow morning. So as you can see, the lake is froze. There is a couple open patches. This is a really small lake. I'm going to say this is like not even a 40-acre lake. Relatively shallow right here on the edge. Yep, not doable yet. Look how clear that is. Not doable yet, but within a couple days, guys, this is gonna be money. It's gonna be doable. Across these lakes, and it's only a matter of time, guys. Lake Orion, which is again the closest lake, well, not the closest lake to my house. There's actually other fishable lakes closer to my house, but this is one of my favorite lakes to fish, year in and out, open water, hard water, all that good stuff. But I did drive past the main lake along M24. There is open water, but there is, fishable areas a lot closer to the launch. The thing about Lake Orion is there's only one launch and one public access anyways, but at this spot, it looks the ice looks better than any of the other ice I've seen yet. Now, it looks can be deceiving, especially when it comes to ice, but let's have ourselves a look-see, and again, this area looks better than any spot I've seen yet. I mean, that's, although it's not thick, it is the thickest ice at the launch we've had yet. Of course, we're having a nice flyover. Nice day for an airplane ride, I guess. But Lake Orion, guys, the main lake still has open water. I can see it from here. But the launch area, all that ice, like, let's see, can I zoom in? Yep. Where that little line is, all that beyond that is all new ice. But right here at the launch, in this little basin, all through here, there's probably been froze for a while. But she's, I'm telling you, tomorrow or the next day, guys could probably be on this around the launch area, which it's good. Bluegill and stuff like that, pike cruise through here. So all right, you guys, I want to give you the opportunity to subscribe to my channel. It's 100% free. You just got to click the little subscribe button. Be sure to click the bell notification to all. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. Also, give me a like on this video. Click the like button. I truly appreciate it, you guys. I am looking forward to this year's ice season. Looking forward to entertaining you guys. Let me know in the comments where you guys are from, where you watching from. Were you excited to get out ice fishing this season? I just got back home. We're going to call it a wrap. We checked probably 10 lakes, I believe. And I'm saying, guys, by the weekend, you should be able to pretty much get wherever you want to be. With the way the temperature is going to be, with how cold it is all day long, all through the night. The wind's been dying down at night. A lot of these lakes I checked today should probably have twice as much ice tomorrow. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on my channel, because I am going to be on the ice somewhere tomorrow, and I'll be uploading that content this week. Can't thank you guys enough. Again, if you haven't yet, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Good luck on the ice. Stay safe on the ice, and we'll see you on the next one.